if Oscar Piastri has any respect for himself and Mark Webber, he won't listen to team orders this weekend in Abu Dhabi. So say for instance, if Max Verstappen is running first and Oscar Piastri is running second and there's another car in between them in third place, say Antonelli or Russell or Leclerc, and Norris is in fourth place, McLaren's going to be on the team radio saying, look, Oscar, slow down. Let Norris pass you. This is crucial for the World Championship because Norris needs to score higher than fourth place if he is to win the World Championship this year. That's taking into account Max Verstappen winning the 2025 Etihad Airways Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So if Oscar Jack Piastri has any respect for himself, where there's two number one drivers and both drivers are equal and treated fairly, it's been clear to see all this season that they want their British driver Leyland Norris to win the World Championship. The Drivers' World Championship, the Constructors was wrapped up long ago, and in that same race that they wrapped up the Constructors, the Singapore Grand Prix, Norris hits Piastri on purpose. That was a deliberate hit and it damages his front wing, and Piastri's taken aback by that because he didn't expect his teammate to bite like down the track. Also on Monza, when Norris was about to be knocked out in Q2 in qualifying, the radar message came. Tom Stallard, Oscar Piastri engineer, said, Oscar, can you give Lando a tow? And then in the race itself, Lando Norris ends up having a 5.9 second pit stop, which means Norris is in third place and Oscar Piastri second. And Oscar Piastri, they message him and say, let Lando pass. You're free to race after that. No, you're not. You're not free to race. And Oscar Piastri's treatment by McLaren team has been so awful that even the Australian government, there was some senates that I was watching on Instagram, and they're even questioning McLaren's treatment of Oscar Piastri. Now, Jack Piastri knows that his manager Mark Webber has been through the gutter with team orders. Of course, it's racing. Of course, you need a faster man to win. And Mark Webber is famous for 2013 in Sepang in Malaysia, Multi 21, all that stuff where Mark Webber running in first place was ordered to swap positions with Sebastian Vettel and all that malarkey. And Oscar Piastri knows that his manager's been through this same ordeal, and Mark Webber must be drilling into him saying, look, team orders, they're part of Formula 1, but you shouldn't succumb to them. So I think this week in Abu Dhabi, with the situation that I mentioned beforehand, if Oscar Jack Piastri, even if he's not in championship contention and he's in a position where he can help Lando Norris win it, if he has any respect for himself and Mark Webber and the ordeals he's been through and what he's witnessed him go through, then he doesn't come to Lando Norris's aid and Max Verstappen ends up being the world champion. I think he'd much rather have Max Verstappen being the world champion rather than the guy on the other side of the garage. Because while they might be friends off track, on track is what matters. And if he's got a world championship, Lando Norris, he usurps Oscar Piastri. And in Abu Dhabi this weekend, if Oscar Piastri doesn't follow the team orders to help Lando Norris, and that's a middle finger to the team. Obviously, he's tied down the contract for another few years, but this is a big showing of, look, I'm not going to be moved. I'm not going to listen all the time. I'm not going to obey your instructions all the time. So that's all I want to say for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Ramvies Talks Racing channel. See you around.